Hey professionals, we've all got an internal voice that we use to talk to ourselves, and some of us use that voice to talk ourselves up, and some of us use that voice to trash talk ourselves. Now in this video I'm going to explain why what we say to ourselves and how we say it matters. Maybe not straight away, but over time. And I'm going to explain how to use it to your advantage. My name's Steve and I coach professional people just like you on how to combine your personal brilliance with an unshakable freedom of mind and emotion so that you can be happier and more successful at the same time. Get started with my simple 5-step process for mastering stress in the moment, which you can access via a link in the description. Some people call it self-talk. Some people call it internal dialogue. Either way, it's the voice inside the head that we use to do verbal reasoning, to comment on things to ourselves, to remind ourselves of things, to rehearse, and to practice ahead of time of things that we need to say. It can also be our internal cheerleader, or it can be our greatest bully. How do you use yours? Do you use yours to talk yourself up, to tell yourself that you're doing great? Or do you use yours to tell yourself you're a worthless piece of stuff? Well, if you're like most people, you'll probably actually do a bit of both. It's quite ordinary to do a bit of both. And you might not believe me if I said to you that if you can change your internal dialogue habits, your self-talk habits, it can literally change your life. Maybe not straight away. I'm not saying that if you change how you talk to yourself today, that your outer world tomorrow will be completely different. But it can have cumulative effects over time, and the effects can multiply up over time. Now, to understand this, it's useful to know a bit of science called the positive test strategy. The positive test strategy explains how the mind evaluates an idea presented before it. If I said to you, for example, you're a nervous person, aren't you? The way that the mind will evaluate whether that's a true statement or not is it will do a quick sort through past experiences that match the experience of being nervous. And if it finds a succession of experiences which seem to assert the hypothesis, then it'll go, yeah, that's true, I'm a nervous person. What the mind doesn't do is cross-examine itself. In other words, it doesn't sort through your past experiences to test if there are experiences where you weren't nervous. And what that means is when you present an idea before the mind about what kind of a person you are, it's easy to install that belief into the mind about I am this kind of person. And that idea can get installed even if it's not entirely reliable. And once we've installed the idea about what kind of a person we are, then that will start to become the root of beliefs about ourselves and what we can and can't do, which will become the root of behaviors that we either attempt or don't attempt. You'll hear people saying things like, I'd better not try that because I'm a nervous person. And this is why a lot of personality readings and even astrological readings can seem true to people, even though they're not really. Now, as I said, changing how you talk to yourself today doesn't necessarily change your world in 24 hours. But imagine 10 years of successive decisions and behaviors based on beliefs about who you are. And it's the fact that nothing changes straight away, which is why I think a lot of people will dismiss positive self-talk as new age nonsense. Because people's lives don't change straight away, at least not on the outside. Now, what I've said so far may start you thinking about affirmations, and you may be asking yourself, should I start using affirmations? Well, maybe. By the way, if you're enjoying this video so far, do give it a thumbs up and do subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to hit the notifications bell so that you'll get notified when new content like this arrives. Affirmations are things we say to ourselves to convince us that we are something positive. So for example, we might use affirmations to tell ourselves that we are good, that we are worthy, that we have good personalities, that people like us, that we're going to be successful in things that we do. Now that's great if you feel congruent doing it. That means that you believe what you're saying as you're saying it to yourself. If you feel like you're lying to yourself though, like you're kidding yourself, like you're playing the fake it till you make it game, then affirmations don't work so well, and in fact they can backfire. But affirmations aren't the only kind of better self-talk. Imagine, for instance, that you screw something up and your instantaneous response is to say to yourself, you're an idiot. Now, in actual fact, sometimes that kind of self-talk is actually part of a motivation strategy, something to get us going. And when it works like that, that's not necessarily a bad thing. But when you're just trash talking yourself, it is. And what you can do is you can pull yourself up and you can say, whoa, hang on, I'm not a stupid idiot. Okay, I screwed this up this time, but I know I can do this. If I take more care next time, I'll do better. Now, I know that's not exactly, hey, Steve, you're amazing. But sometimes, so as to not feel like we're kidding ourselves, it is useful to start small, to start with a gentle nudge in the right direction, to start with a small step. So how do you start retraining your self-talk if you've developed the negative self-talk habit? Well, pretty much like I just demonstrated. Don't make a big leap for super positive self-talk unless that feels congruent to you. But make a nudge, a gentle nudge. Pull yourself up when you are trash talking yourself and cut yourself some slack. And as that becomes more comfortable, then be a little bit more positive about yourself and build a slightly more positive self-image and capitalize on the cumulative effects. It doesn't have to be something sycophantical like, Steve, you're so wonderful. But, hey, you can do this goes an awful lot further than, hey, you're an idiot. By the way, if it feels hard to shake the habitual script of trash talking yourself, then try doing that trash talk in the voice of Mickey Mouse or Daffy Duck. I guarantee it will not have the same hold over your feelings, and that will allow you to wrestle loose. Now, I've done enough coaching to know that negative self-talk tends to come along with things like overthinking and catastrophizing. So click this video up here if you also want to know how to deal with overthinking and catastrophizing. Or if you've already watched that video, then click this one down here instead. This is Steve, wishing you health and happiness.